Hello everyone, I'm super glad to be back on this channel. Today I want to show you how to make this particular cap using hose. What you just saw in my hand there, the hose, is a water, they use it for water, but we have some of this hose that is very flexible, very soft. So if you want to make the double cap, just like the one you see now, that one with the double edge, the hose is a perfect option. I tell you, just watch this video to the end and you will see how perfect this hose was able to form this cap, and it came out lovely. I will not show you anything that will not work or anything that did not work for me. So I actually used this hose and the asoke, half roll of asoke, plus this cap, this is a molded cap. I molded this cap, using the paper mats. So the first thing I did was that I quickly used my asoke to cover the molded base. So I covered it, and what I did was that I did not really bother about measurement. I just placed the asoke on top of the base to see what length can cover it, and then after which I just use my UHU glue, to fix it. I used hot glue later, but it was UHU glue I first of all used to attach it to the base. So while I did this project and it came out perfect, I said no, I'm going to share this with my viewers. I'm going to share it with you, my super viewers, my subscribers. So if you are interested in this video, kindly watch this video to the end. I might be doing some explanations where needed, but where it is not needed, I will not do that. I will just allow you to watch this video carefully. All right, before I do that, if today is your first time stopping by Creative Ends platform, yes, that is the name of this channel. If today is your first time stopping by Creative Ends platform, please don't forget to subscribe before leaving this place, and also please recommend this channel to other people. And as you do so, the Lord will bless you. Yes, so all right, so you can see that I actually combined the UHU glue and hot glue to do my finishing. All right, this particular part now that I just glued, if you like, it is optional. You can first of all take it to your sewing machine and then sew the two together to make it wide enough to cover the base. But for me, I did not have that patience of taking it to my sewing machine, so I quickly used my hot glue and my UHU glue to do that by myself, and it came out perfect. For this particular one, I did not really add in a lot of embellishment because my client did not want it that way. She said she just wants it plain, so I did not really add a lot of embellishment, though I added a little. So this is how I wrap. I believe every one of us can wrap. So after wrapping, of course, I trim off the excess. I did not cover the inside with any extra material because I looked at it and it was beautiful the way it is. So I didn't see any reason why I should cover the inside. All right, back to business. So at this point, I will be using my asoke to wrap the hose, and I cut out 60 inches of asoke long. Remember, it's going to be a double twist, or what will I call it now? Do you know, sometimes I just say to myself, I don't even know what to call this cap. So please, if you know the name, I don't know the name. So I should be able to tell you the truth. I don't know the name of this cap, so most times when I'm doing this work, you just see me describing it. I don't know what to call it. I said, okay, maybe it's a asoke headband or asoke cap. I just call it any name. I don't know the name. So if you know the real name, just write it on the comment box. I'll start calling it that name from anytime I see the name you put there. All right, so for me to wrap this pipe, no, the hose, I do not do any other thing other than just buying the hose and wrapping it with the asoke. I bet you it came out well, effortlessly smooth. I'm telling you the truth, it came out well. So I started by slanting the hose on the material, which will give me a way, or allow me to wrap it in that pattern, following that pattern. Because if you do not slant it, you might not actually be able to wrap it for the lines to show. And I find out that part of the beauty of this particular pattern of auto gele or asoke cap is that when you see the wrapping, the lines of the wrapping, to me, is part of the beauty of the cap. So I love it so much. I love seeing the lines. So while I'm doing my wrapping, I try as much as possible to see the lines. So that was the reason I actually had to slant. Is that okay? So like this, I just continued wrapping the same way you see now. So to make it smooth and not bulging out, I just use the hot glue continuously. But if you can, you know, UHU is more expensive when compared to the hot glue. But if you can use your UHU, then it's okay for you to apply the UHU to the body of the hose, and then you just keep wrapping it with the asoke. But if you are doing that method, you need to also be very careful, because the UHU can like stick to your hand, and from your hand it will transfer to the asoke. Then it will not make your work to look rough, which you will not want to happen. So any means you are going to use to wrap it, either you are using the UHU or you are using the hot glue, I will advise that you be very careful doing that. You should be very careful doing that. All right, so this is just how I wrapped, and then I wrapped out two of this pipe, no, hose. I wrapped out two. All right, so after wrapping it, the first thing I did again, or the next thing I did, was that I placed the cap and then the hose together. So I now use the hot glue to glue it. At this point, it will not really be too possible for you to want to do needlework. You understand? So hot glue is what will help you at this point. So I used the glue to first of all glue it, and then I used needle and thread to tie that part together. So you can see what I just did now. I had to like unwrap the part where the hose is, and then cut it off. I'll just do that for the rest of it so that only the material will be there. And with that, I can just use my needle and thread to sew it very tight to the body of the cap. If the hose was inside and I'm trying to sew it to the body of the cap, there will be some kind of resistance from the hose, which will make that part not to really relax. And remember, I have to attach some designs to that place. So as much as possible, you unwrap it so that you cut off the hose from the material. Don't cut the material, but cut off the hose from the material. That will now allow you to be able to sew it and sew it firm. Remember, that will be the only part that you can sew, of course, but if you wish, you can just tack some sensitive part of it using the needle and thread so that it will help you hold it to the cap firmly. So for me to create the bow tie at the back, I just cut 12 inches, because now that is on fold is 6 inches, but if you open it up, it will be 12 inches. So I cut off 12 inches, fold it. Remember, the length of asoke itself is usually 6. So I cut off 12 inches, then fold it into 2. I cut out 2 of that pattern, 2 of it, and then I'll just fold it into 2 equal parts. Then I'll take it to my sewing machine and then run it through. I'll just run it through. You can do this without doubling it, because what I'm doing now, I'm actually doubling it. You can do it without doubling it. If you like, just cut out a single 7 inches, fold the 2 edges, and then create your whatever. So this is my own. I'm done sewing it now. You can see how neat it is. So I want to fold it like I'm sharing the square into 2 triangles. I said I'm folding it like I am sharing the square into 2 triangles. So I will be passing through the middle like a line of triangle between them. Then when I fold it like that, I'll just use my needle and thread. I'll use my needle and thread to secure it. I'll use the needle and thread. You see how it's looking. It's very easy. So with just one single one, you would have created two bows, or what would I call it now? You would have created 2. With one, it will look like you have 2. So by the time you do the 2 and cross it together, it will look like you have 4. That's just the idea.
you.